All right, guys. So sorry we had some slight network challenge. So we are back. We are back. Kindly come online and let's have a conversation, a fruitful conversation for that matter. If you have joined, please share the link and tell others that we are back online so they can come in so we can have a discussion. All right. So while we wait for some people to join, we can continue with our broadcast. Yeah. Okay. So as I was saying before, that abrupt cut, I was saying that I posted on my WhatsApp status that I wanted to answer a few questions regarding our media work in the church space, and a few of you posted your questions that I should answer. So that is what I'm about to answer this evening. As I said earlier on, this broadcast is going to be a quick one. I wouldn't want to take much of your time, and so I will go straight into the broadcast and then answer the questions as I remember them. And if you were not able to, or if you are not on my WhatsApp contact, so you couldn't share your questions with me too, in this broadcast, you can drop it in the comment section. I'll read them and then try my best to attempt to answer them. So, going into the questions, the first question I remember I got from about 3 or 4 people was that they are heads of their media department and their churches have asked them to present a budget, but then they don't know how to go about it. So, if you are in that situation, let's see how this broadcast will be of a benefit to you. All right. So the first thing that if in preparing a budget for your media department, the first thing that you have to consider is you have to consider the kind of services you render as a department. Take note, you have to render the kind of services you render as a department. So taking the church into consideration, the media department of your church, what are the services you render? What do you do in the church? Do you do video production? Do you do photography? Do you do projection? What are the kind of services you render? So take all these things into consideration. If you are now going to establish a media department in your church too, you have to consider the kind of services you want to render as a department. So as a new department that you want to start operation, where do you want to start from? Do you want to start from video production? Do you want to start from live streaming? Do you want to start from photography? Do you want to start from projection, and what have you? So you have to consider all these services that are available to your media department. Which of them do you want to render to the church, or which of them are you already rendering? Consider all these things. Now, after you have listed all these things, all the services that you render, the next point of action is that you also have to now come down to the logistics that you will need to render these services. So you pick them one after the other. If it is live streaming, what are the things you need? For you to be able to have a successful live streaming, you have to get a video capture, you have to get an audio capture, and you have to get medium of transmission. So for live streaming, you have to get all these things. You list, okay, before we can start our live streaming, you will need video capture. In this case, we will need either a video camera or a mobile phone. We will need sound capture. You will need sound cables. You will need sound cards. You will need tripods for your stabilization purposes. You will need a laptop to be able to do your encoding. You will need internet connectivity and what have you. So you will list all the things that you need to be able to run a successful live streaming for your church. Now after that, then you move to the next one. So what is the next one? You want to do photography. Okay, before you be able to do a photography before you be able to render photography services to your media or to your church, you need a photo camera that will be able to, that will help you to capture your pictures. In this case, is you either need a DSLR or you need a mobile phone to be able to capture nice pictures. You need memory cards, you need speed lights or flashlights, you need light modifiers, you need a whole lot of things. So when you come to videography to photography to, you have to list all the equipment that will help you to be able to do good production. All right, now after you have listed all this, so you do this for